Future me can do it later. Those words haunt me every single day. It's actually the reason this video came out at such a weird time. But before we get into the daily struggle that is myself, let's bring up the comment of the day. And just to give a little context, this man had his whole channel deleted because his friend got mad at him. A truly unfortunate situation. So I just want to say, if anyone is watching this who's like into the Roblox side of YouTube, maybe check him out and just give him a little support. And if you're watching this, Nablox, I always did notice your comments. The only reason I never made you the comment of the day was because I was purposely waiting until you got to day 69. But after reading about your situation, I knew I had to help a brother out. And keep going when it comes to content creation. You're doing amazing, my friend. And if you guys want the chance to potentially be the comment of the day, leave one down below. But let's jump right into the topic of the day. Procrastination. It's something that I am sure a lot of you guys suffer from. And if you don't, help me out, bro. Like, what is the secret sauce? Because I am in desperate need of it. And as I mentioned before at the start of the video, the only reason this video was delayed was due to procrastination. And I just need to talk about this because it's a pretty big problem for me. And I just want to say, if you're procrastinating by watching this video right now, please just get started on whatever you need to do. Please don't fall into the hole like I did. You can still save yourself from the infinite excuses that the human mind can generate. And speaking of excuses, I'm not gonna lie, gamers, I'm literally Master Prestige level 100 at them. Me procrastinating sometimes can be so bad that I will use literally anything to justify doing it later. Like, when I think back to some of my past excuses, I just think, man, it wasn't even that hard to do. But you know, I add all these mental barriers in my head, which convinces me that, nah, it's too much of a struggle. The mental gymnastics are insane. Like, where's my gold medal at? And here's the thing that helps me sometimes that honestly I don't recommend because it stresses me out, but I can't get out of the cycle sometimes without doing it. I just have to constantly bring up the stakes, like the world's gonna end if I don't put away my laundry. But sometimes I don't know why, but sometimes I can just lock in, like I become the god of productivity. But again, those moments are so rare, and I just need to find a way to achieve this state more constantly. But after all that random BS, when I clear my head and truly think about it, I just throw too much on my plate sometimes. And I think that goes for a lot of people, maybe even you watching this. And I'm not trying to sound like the Joker or anything, but society pressures us sometimes to just work. Like, when do I get to rest? I think the true solution to procrastination is actually just sitting down with yourself for a second and thinking, is this actually important enough for me to worry about right now? Because this video that got delayed as I'm talking right now is actually pretty fun to make. But before I got started, I was just freaking out like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do that. But in reality, it was just all in my head. And don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna have my moments. Probably a little too much, but the whole reason I made this video was not just to maybe help one of you guys out, but it's also just kind of a reminder to myself because I just get stuck in my own head sometimes and nobody can tell what I'm thinking besides myself, so I might as well have a video reminding myself that it's okay just to slow down for a minute. And with all that being said, ladies, gentlemen, and the femboys in the back, if procrastination is a problem for you, do you have any ways you deal with it that might help us get more productive? Also, I still need to do my taxes, but you know, Future Me's got that in the bag. Though you might be wondering, what is the moral of the story? Drink water.